That looks like Dementia Joe strikes again. Loved his speech. I'm sure you did too. Uh, Great progress on that oil, Joe. Get them gas prices back down. We'll see about that. Now, according to the president, that Walmart and all the major chains are keeping their shelves stocked and are ready to sell all these goods, and they're working with the government and so forth like that. But I have one question for you, Mr. President. Where are we supposed to get the money to buy these goods that you're saying are there? The turkeys and the food and all this other stuff. I hope you got an answer for that. He says he's working on the crisis at the ports. Well, let me explain something to you about these ports real quick. You may already know this. These ports, like on the West Coast, the port in Los Angeles and Long Beach, these are controlled by the cities in which they're in. In other words, the port in Los Angeles is controlled and maintained by the city of Los Angeles. Havana, Georgia, the same thing, is controlled and maintained by the city of Havana or Savannah. Uh, these ports are major ports of entry for these ships and stuff like that. And I don't know about you, but I feel they should be controlled by the United States government and maintained by the government. They would never be allowed to go into disrepair and needs of the state that they're in. Because Los Angeles' last concern is fixing those ports up. They have other bigger concerns on their hands and bigger problems. Uh, Another thing I've noticed too is for most places like Oklahoma and stuff like that, they're cutting off emergency aid the first of the year. For them, they say that the crisis is over and the president hasn't renewed any emergency aid for fixed income, retirees, and so forth. That's a shame. Well, I don't know about you, but it seems the president is more concerned, and the congressman was more concerned with what's going on in the Ukraine, than what's going on in our own borders. That's the Ukrainian border. And from what I gather, he says he wants to run for president again. And I don't know about you, but he seemed kind of delusional or yeah, delusional up there on that stand, and kind of like stuttering his words, and it's like he was heavily medicated or something. Starting to worry about old Joe there, if he's going to make it to a re-election or not. We'll see what happens. And keep your fingers crossed, and let's see. Let's hope and pray that something happens for the economy that would help the retirement people and all that. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm praying for everybody.